those explosions from here. What was that?
Oh, just us taking out a mining lander, a ship, and a commander.
Alright, so how's it going, everybody?
I stand in
Nobody
awe.
here at the moment. That's fine. Yep. Today has been a very interesting day. People are so fucking mad over literally nothing. There's a lot of bad faith actors, people who are downplaying death threats essentially as a just a joke when they're saying just because somebody uses the name Joe online and are using it pronouns, they are making jokes about going hunting. And these are people who consider themselves progressive, so it's Destiny's community. The DGGers are being toxic as fuck, which, you know, I kind of expected. I do not think that this is the way that we need to be doing things. Destiny should honestly just accept that he said some really harmful things. Gammy should also accept this. I actually just unfollowed Gammy over this. I've stuck with Gammy through a lot of shit. But this one's not okay, because not only are they being harmful with the way that they are talking about Joe, they are also they're also trying to invalidate somebody's pronoun choice. So we're in that position right now, where we've got a group of people who consider themselves left-leaning, progressive, sock-dim types, and they're just making fun of a trans person for pronoun choice and the name that they're using, Joe. Because Joe's not a human name. And so there's a lot of discourse going on Twitter right now, and I'm going to go ahead and come out and say most of the people who are engaged in it, especially in the DGG side of things, are both toxic and bad faith on the entire issue. Most of them don't even know what the fuck's going on. They just want to defend Destiny because, you know, parasocial attachment. And the other half of the crowd that's instigating this behavior are literally just clueless. They don't know, but that's not really an excuse. They can learn, they can do better, but come on, it's some bullshit, honestly. Like, why the fuck are we invalidating a trans person's pronoun choice and the name they want to go by? Why is that the route that we're taking? Come on. So I do have a fundamental issue with it. Oh, I just need to go further. So I have a fundamental issue with this, and I hope other people have a fundamental issue with this as well. But it seems that about half of the people that I see pop up on Twitter during this conversation really don't see an issue with it. They just don't care. And that is why I'm making the stream as I am right now. What we have is a serious case of people being unaware. It's not that I think they're being active. Well, okay, no. Some of them are actively malicious. But I think a lot of it is just unaware. They don't understand why somebody would choose to use, you know, it pronouns. That one to me, I mean, personally, I feel that using it pronouns for yourself is a little bit like it's degrading feeling to me to use them, but I'm going to use them. It makes me feel like I'm putting the person down a bit, so I find it distasteful to use on the basis that I don't think that trans people are it. But if they want to use those pronouns, who am I to fucking tell them no? I can explain my position all day, every day, but if they genuinely want those pronouns, then, you know, fuck it. Who am I to tell them no? Seriously. I'm just a dude. Matter of fact, I'm a cis dude, so... But that doesn't mean that we invalidate them. That doesn't mean you make fun of them. That doesn't mean you make quote-unquote jokes about going hunting because they identify as it and use the name Joe. That's fucking trash. Now, how can I call this harmful? Well, for one, you're talking about going hunting on a person doing this. This will discourage other people from doing it. They've been brigaded with essentially this joke and other things along the lines of you should be shot. That's essentially the line that they take. Like, they say it's a joke, you ask them to explain the joke, and they can't actually explain it. Because it's not a fucking joke, they're just bad faith about it. They got caught doing some dumb shit, something that is actively harmful and is pretty fucking vile overall, let's be fair. And they don't want to own up to it. Yeah. About 10 minutes almost. Or no.
No?
Oh, I ate 2.
Oh, okay.
You have a box, I have a box.
Okay, yeah, so I put mine on the other side of the pizza box in there.
Well, yours are still in the box, mine are stacked up in the back of the freezer. Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay. Each package on the plastic on the front does label them as well, so.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I checked that before I pulled them out of the box.
There you go, Lucky. Okay,
This is where I needed to go.
This is where you fit. I've been wondering, I was like,
Oh, like, I'm in Firebase 80s, bruh. This is the place to come for killing the Cabal. The Cabal are an imperialist empire, and I dislike them very much. Neocolonialism. Neocolonialism. Why am I palming them all the time? I don't know. I'm getting fucking probably a bunch of harassing tweets myself. I'm gonna go ahead and check that. No, I want my thank you, mouse. Hey. Sweet, okay. Oh my god.
I'm sitting there over here, like, couldn't even look Jerry in the eye. I'm sitting there telling him, like, oh yeah, totally, man. Yeah, fine. Yeah, piece of shit. Yeah. Couldn't even look him in the eye. He even called me out on it. He's like,
Oh yeah?
Is that really how you feel?
That's why I had to tell him, because oh my god. Okay, so yeah, stream. This is one of the greatest things. So our landlord was over here, we had to sign a new lease and shit like that. And this motherfucker's like, Biden is doing some horrible shit for the economy, our prices are all going up. And I'm like, really? What are you talking about? He's like, if you just look at the prices at the gas station, they're up. And also, if you look at the prices at the grocery store, they're up too. And I'm like, Jerry, there's COVID outbreaks. They've been going around in like these plants and stuff, and that's causing the price to go up because we don't have enough labor to do agriculture. And I'm just running it down. He just looks at me and he's like, are you a politician? I'm like, no, but I do study politics. And he's like, you should be a politician. Just because he talked to 2 people. So fucking what? God damn. All the bad faith attacks. All of them. Two years before, this is about Poppy, and he did delete this tweet and redid a whole post on it. Look at all this. Oh god, okay, so. Look at that! The fucking Red-Brown Alliance! The Jimmy Dore people, yep. Yeah. Oh look, old ass fucking shit. And it's not because they disagreed with him.
You know that's not just being edgy.
Damn
Making
right.
a
Yeah,
reference
it's
to
edgy
the-
as shit.
No, making a reference to the Jewish question about how like there's like a trans conspiracy or whatever. Like that's not just being edgy. That's like literally calling for the death of trans.
Oh, these
Like, if
people.
No, no, it's not. I've already seen that. Nope, doubtful. Jen actually, okay, so that was already addressed. Yes, he is.
Happen within 10 years? Guaranteed. You know what would happen within 10 years?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, see? Look at this. Whatever! Okay. See, okay, so Socialism MMA is, I follow him. I do. He has a whole fuckload of bad takes. I think he is politically ignorant. I really fucking do. Populism does this to people. They don't understand fucking foreign policy. It's a really complicated issue. I'm no foreign policy expert. But it's really goddamn complicated. You know who is a foreign policy expert? Dylan Burns. You know who supported what Vosh was saying? Dylan Burns. And quite a few other people, actually. Like, actual foreign policy people. And not, like, neo-lib chills. I don't get it. So, I don't have that much time on here today, to be completely honest. I've got to go and help some people out, you know, with the mutual aid. People need stuff done. I go and try and help them when I can. This shit is getting fucking ridiculous. Oh, and now because I have publicly, you know, because I do publicly support Vosh in a lot of things, I'm getting people trying to smear me, which is fucking funny because none of these people know anything about me. None of them. It's all bad faith. They're just ass mad. They get mad because, you know, somebody supports Vosh. Now, here's what's absolutely great. The people who are trying to say that Vosh is wrong on the whole Syria thing and on Afghanistan. Well, let's see. Let's go with the Afghanistan thing. Biden pulls out, and immediately after Biden pulls out, what happens? The fucking Taliban start attacking over there again in greater force. So, what was it that Vosh said? If we just pull out with no decent exit strategy, then the Taliban can attack. But at this point, he doesn't think there's even going to be a good exit strategy, so we might as well pull out. So he supports pulling out. He states that he'd rather it be with a good exit strategy, but he concedes that there's probably never going to be a good exit strategy. That is the full context of what he has said. But people act like he just said, no, we shouldn't pull out of fucking Afghanistan. When that's very far from the truth. And the Taliban, because that's what he said, is that if we just pull out, the Taliban is going to come in, and then, you know, within 10 years after that, we could potentially have something like China coming in and doing their neo-colonialism with their whole what is it called? The debt trap. So I don't know. Considering the kind of neo-colonialism that China already engages in, it wouldn't be surprising to me if what was predicted there, 5-10 years from the time we leave Afghanistan or you know wherever, China comes in and props them up with a debt trap, which will make them subservient to China. Just the way it is. That's how things currently operate. There's things we can try and do to stop that, but we have to actually do fucking work to get that done, okay?
To all guardians by the Cabal base. There's an evil catch headed your way.
It's really a complicated subject, but it can't be broken down to America just bad, America pull out, no consequences are going to come of it. That's not how you look at things going on in the world geopolitically. You just can't fucking do that. If that is the way you approach politics, I'm sorry. Your brain needs to start working better. Because as it stands, it's bad. I'll take it. Yep, my phone is still blowing up with fucking Twitter notifications. Sneak-a-choo, come on, buddy.
You've smashed their hopes to power.
But you're a fucking dickhead.
Excellent.
What a fucking cum rag, dude. Fuck that guy. Da 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 na 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 na.
Probably this might be the best thing you've ever brought home for real.
I figured. Once they told me that they had them.
Nothing to get them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they told me they had them, and they asked if I liked them, and I said yeah. So, you know.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Melee is strong. Oh my god.
What?
So fucking close. Yep.
bet the actual armor, like the white logo of the armor, relatively high, but that's the gas card. Yeah.
I mean, they're not like trash
I
tier,
got like
honestly.
48 on my,
Yeah, I mean, they're like 40, 48s and 50. I mean,
Yeah.
this one was 53, 50.
right, like you probably won't get one above 55. But the good thing about it is that, like, it opens up, higher level, like, gear for you know what I mean? Because it's unlocked it for some reason. Like
Wait.
now, I'm already 1330, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right?
And I just did this the other day, right? And look at me, I'm already, you know.
Okay, so I want you to take. Trying to get finishers! God damn it!
SMG. SMG or like a sidearm.
But I got
something weak.
Telesto. But my Telesto.
You have a sidearm? There's a purple sidearm like 50 in a vault.
Probably in my vault. I got one right here, but
There you go. There you go. Perfect. It doesn't have to be good. Literally, you just go fit, shoot one thing in the leg. Hope to God it doesn't die. Make sure you don't have any damage buffs like on your weapons or anything like that. It's sad whenever you got a downgrade, isn't it?
hey!
Hey! Yeah, right? Hey! There you go, Brody. See, I told you.
So
See?
fast.
See? I got you. I got you.
What?
But,
Just shot the thing right in its chest plate and it died.
get a rampage or something on that?
It does have Swashbuckler, which is weaker than Rampage.
Yes, but it's still a damage buff.
And it had already worn off.
Yep.
Like, it had already worn off. That's the sad part. I just shot the thing once in the fucking chest and it died.
You know how this game is.
Sometimes you can kill it, sometimes you can't. Okay, so there's a lot of people who use the term ass mad, not just like YouTubers. And so when I called somebody ass mad because they literally don't know anything about me, but as soon as they engaged with me, they told me my politics were shit, and I asked them for an example of my takes, and all they could come up with was, "You take Vosh seriously? Point proven." And I'm like, no. Are you just one of those people who are ass mad about him? And they confirmed this, and then they quote tweeted it with, "What is ass mad?" And somebody was like, "Sounds homophobic to me." I was fucking dumb. Like, no rule of decorum with them. No, they're absolutely one of the most ignorant kinds of people. I don't feel the need to take them seriously. It is just bad faith, because it's very obvious what ass mad means. It has nothing to do with anything homophobic, anything involving the queer community, nothing. Oh my fucking god. Alright. Now this is supposed to be a very short stream, because like I said, I have to go and do some mutual aid. But I did also have a pretty wonderful conversation. People were saying that they didn't think Vosh was an anarchist, but they're saying he is a communist. And because they haven't ever heard him advocate for anything that sounds like anarchist. So I went ahead and went in and I was like, to be fair, Vosh says he doesn't advocate for anarcho-syndicalism on stream because he finds it these things were too far away for it to be a good thing to do, so he advocates for the next best step that he can think of, but he has argued, blah, 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 blah. And we've talked about it, and Vosh believes in a transitional state, like Marx and stuff, but Bakunin and Proudhon and Kropotkin apparently don't really. And so I was having a really productive conversation about the differences between orthodox anarchism, orthodox communism, anarcho-syndicalism, how they line up and bridge with each other, and overlapping themes and stuff like that. It was a really good conversation so far. So that's been nice, it's good faith engagement from people who are actually interested in discussing these theories and ideas and figuring out more about this stuff. What I cannot stand is the people who come in there and, because of Vosh as mentioned, they just, Vosh isn't even a leftist, Vosh is a pedo, Vosh is tactical N-word. Stuff that Vosh has already come out and been like, hey, this wasn't good, or I could have made this argument better and not used such a hyperbolic, or such a drastic, dipshitty, extreme fucking thing. Example for. Which he could have. Like, I was criticizing him for the tactical N-word. I mean, I understood his argument, and so if somebody was attacking him for having just, there were just bad faith accusing him of just having said the N-word with, like, no reason behind it or whatever, I pushed back on that and explained the reason. But I don't defend that he did it. Like, to be completely honest, it was not a good thing to do. And when they come out with the Vosh is a pedophile thing because he made an argument that people interpret in, like, the worst of faith, I can't. I don't care. You're obviously not willing to engage in good faith because I know exactly the argument that was made. And what you are relaying it as is definitely not fucking it. Like, you can criticize Voss. You just have to do it in an appropriate and good faith manner. By appropriate, I mean not bad faith, not smear. Don't lie. But you could discuss the things that are mentioned, said, you know, takes he's had that you find to be actively problematic. I'm not going to come in and be like, no, he's never said anything problematic. Because he fucking has. I mean, face it. But don't come in there with the Vosh is a pedo. Vosh is a dickless, weaselly fuck. That's not accurate. And also, fuck you. Hell, most of the people who bring up Vosh in a negative context literally just want the clout of having shit talked on Vosh. God, I hate people like that. Hey. Now, I do follow somebody on Twitter that I find to be pretty awesome. I don't think that he likes Vosh, and see, I follow people that don't like Vosh. That's another thing. Like, plenty of the people on my fucking timeline don't like Vosh. Some of them have literally no opinion on Vosh because they don't find him to be bad, but they don't really like him either. So we just need to avoid all the bad faith that pops up constantly. You need to not use petty, disproven smears, you know. Is it really that fucking hard to do? To not be, like, a low-grade POS? Who has to lie about everything? Like, why? Just come with actual critiques, with real criticisms. Is it that hard to do? I guess it fucking is for most people. Wait, did I get the finishers done? Is that what... So I just need Solstice packages, a playlisting done. Orbs of Power. I'm done with precision. Yeah, okay, I got it done. So I can go back to my fucking hand cannon that I actually like. Fuck with me, nerd. On the plus side, really? It won't let you mantle this? You can't mantle it, but you... Yeah, I know, but you can't mantle it, so that sucks. You can't mantle it. So that's pretty shitty. Oh well. I'm getting invited to a leftist group chat by some of the people I follow on Twitter. And I know it's not going to be one where they berate me and brigade my shit just because of some of the opinions I have. It's going to be a wonderful and nice group chat where I can learn some stuff and maybe I can help people understand some other things. We can discuss strategy, we can discuss politics. It's going to be fucking great. Maybe I can bring a couple of them on to discuss stuff on here. Who knows? Oh, maybe the person who invited me is currently watching my stream, and if you are, I would like to say hello. You don't have to say anything in. I understand there are people who are very shy about presenting online in a public, or on a live stream and stuff. I understand. But it would be nice to be able to talk to people over it. Yeah, what? Yay, lefty group chat. Alrighty. Let us acquire a game of the Crucible. And after this, like I said, I've got to do a short stream, so it's probably only going to be about an hour-ish or so, and then then I'm out. So I'm trying to fill out space without going over everything all at once like I want to. Oh God. So the expectation I have moving forward is because of my public positions that I put out, both here and on Twitter, I'm probably going to get quite a few people who are very upset with some of the positions I hold. Most of them I don't care about. Some of them I might end up re-examining and changing later. But as it sits, I don't really like to hold super strong positions on a thing until I've looked into it. Now, I have said before publicly on like Facebook that Lenin denounced the Vanguard, and I do remember reading this somewhere. I cannot find the source. I could be mistaken. However, considering all the underlying logic and arguments he made for everywhere that wasn't Russia,
Enemy claimed Zone C. You captured Zone A.
I'm just gonna have to be like very, very fucking skeptical.
Enemy claimed Zone B. Enemy has advantage.
Take care of it, please. I don't have the muscle to right now.
You have zone advantage.
Thank you. What? Through the wall. Okay. But yeah, I do believe that with all the underlying logic from the arguments made by Lenin that he would have denounced the Vanguard, or he did denounce the Vanguard. I'm pretty sure that that's the case. I can't find any specific wording where he says that the Vanguard is a terrible idea or whatever. Come on. Whoa, he's set to it! Okay, I see. I should have put it on the other fucking side. Uriah's Wrath.
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage. Your enemy can't kill if they're dead. Yes! 3 down! You captured Zone C. You have advantage. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing.
Damn! He got me. I got wrecked.
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Get ruined. Get dinkied. Shock him! He's dead! He's dead! They have a sniper down there. I'm popping my Dawn Boy and just throwing swords in that direction.
Zone C captured. You have advantage. This is wonderful! Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Fuck!
C lost.
Hey, I'm actually doing really well right now. Oh, you know who else is bad face? Mike from PA. He's a grifty weasel. Huh, I didn't say that. Oh, you have a clip of me saying that? Well, that's not what I was actually saying.
Keep the pressure on.
I was saying something completely different. Oh, this tweet literally says that I was at, that I posted says you were at this event attacking trans people, but I'm gonna try and weasel my way into making it say something completely different. No, what I actually said was that you also were attacking people at the end of 2019. Not that you were at this event at the end of 2019, even though it specifically says this snake was going to TPUSA events at the end of 2019, attacking trans people. Not, and also attacking trans people. Not doing what could be perceived as attacks on trans people. No, it was specifically, he was at this event making attacks on trans people. It's literally one of the most verifiably false things, is it was about Hunter Avalon, who I literally just subscribed to after watching him beat down Mike. He could have done better in that interaction, but he didn't. Come on.
Strength in numbers, guys. Excellent. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
Yay!
Spring victory.
We're doing it. We're doing it. So, who here actually watched the Mike from PA versus Hunter Avalon debate? Discussion. It wasn't really that much of a debate, to be honest. It was mostly Mike screaming, moving goalposts, making wild accusations that he then had to walk back on and try and Mott and Bailey, and the stuff that Hunter was saying he was trying to post hoc justify. It wasn't a post hoc justification, it was a Mott and Bailey. But still, it was very bad. And I learned something from Hunter. And it's that Mike used to be a Republican before he suddenly switched parties to Democrat to be able to run against the person who beat his mother in a campaign. He threw his hat in the race in the general after his mom got beat out in said general. Or primary. He threw his hat into the ring so he could beat the candidate who beat his mom, and he still lost. Raised over $100,000. He didn't win. He doesn't have to return any of that money. Sorry. Anything left over at the end of the campaign season legally is his. So the fact that he did that, and along with a lot of the other comments he's made over time, tells me that he is the last person to be able to criticize Hunter Avalon for past positions and the last person to be able to call somebody else a grifter. I mean, I guess Jimmy Dore would be the last person. I actually do find Jimmy Dore to be far worse than Mike from PA. Mike from PA, I think, is just uninformed on a lot of things and is very big on posturing. Like, massive on the posturing. Super toxic shit. And I don't do that. I'm not a big posturer. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, I can win the argument by being an alpha male. No. Like, I don't do debates, for one. Which, I'll give him that. He goes out there and he does debates, but that's just not what I do. Maybe one of these days. Maybe. But I already know some people I would not be debating. Mostly, like alt-writers. I wouldn't have them on here. For one, I don't have the rhetorical strategies needed to be able to take them on. I've never practiced. I would need a lot of practice in debate. I've practiced like real life discussion where it turns kind of debate-y, but I've never done like online blood sports bullshit. However, the person who was in my comments for quite some time, who I don't engage with at all. I just don't. It is this Jeffrey person who you'll see in some of my stuff, telling me to debate them. Probably wouldn't, just because I know exactly what that person would go for. That's the person who was trying to dogpile me for, written evidence that Lenin wouldn't support vanguardism today. Which you're not going to find. I promise you, you're not going to find a written argument from Lenin saying that he wouldn't support vanguardism now. I gotta admit that one right there. However, as I've stated before, the people who are hardest up about telling others to read Lenin are the people who don't understand any of the logic that Lenin used. Instead of saying, oh, see, on these writings about Russia, he's talking about how the proletariat must seize state power, even though he also agrees with Marx in that just seizing ready-made state machinery isn't good enough. I mean, fuck. There's a whole video that from Anarcho-Pack, Zoe Baker, that people need to look into. I've watched it a few times now. I watched it again today, and Zoe's talking about how Lenin even admitted that there needs to be like a transitionary state, and that Russia was nowhere near that during the time that Lenin was leader, or the time that Stalin took over, even. Oh my god. Behind me.
Zone A lost. They have advantage. Zone B, you have advantage. What's that you've got?
Better we get it than they get it, so that's always a good move, is to snag it, so that your teammates have a chance of getting it, and the enemy could only potentially get whoever's ammo they kill if they manage to do it before. Get fucked! Telesto OP.
Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C.
Get him! Thank you. So how are we doing today, everybody? Are we doing alright? Is everything good in your lives? Maybe not everything. Maybe you have a little bit of a problem that you would like taken care of. Yep, that's dead. Good job. That's somebody who knows exactly the health of their barricade, how much each gun does in this fucking game. Yeah. Yeah, but you didn't anticipate that shit, did you? Nerds? I'm pushing towards you. Always.
Zone C.
You go for that. I'm gonna get this ammo. I'm coming in to back you up. Cap and B. Yeah, I know.
Captured Zone B. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
I'm gonna have to disable Twitter notifications, aren't I?
Zone A lost.
Yeah, that was the entire purpose of it.
Captured Zone A. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold. Zone B lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Yep, they had to double team me. They had to. It's their only chance.
Five minutes left. Keep it up.
So, what do we do about bad faith actors, everybody? You call them out on their horse shit. Damn it.
Your enemy can't kill
Thank you.
if they're dead.
This has actually been a really fun match, you know?
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
No, you always have to come in and take my shit after the fact. I hate you. After I'm already winning that engagement, you have to just come and take it from me.
Hold strong. This battle is yours.
Yamiru.
Zone B lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Not for fucking long. Wow.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
Get him, Caleb. Wow, would you please let me move? Like, I just spawn up and there's a fucking hammer of soul in my shit?
Enemy has advantage.
We're losing now because I just spawn up twice and I'm getting fucking murdered off spawn? This is some horse shit. Where did this come from?
You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage. Zone C lost.
Please get him, Enigma. Don't fail us, dude. Like,
They've almost won. 1 minute left. You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
just eat it, I guess. Okay. Thank you, Beastman.
You've got 30 seconds. Your enemy can't kill you escape.
Yep, getting killed by that is absolutely what I thought it would happen. Oh well.
You've got to hold those zones. Maybe next time, Guardian.
Well, you know. It's been a good hour. Right? 57 minutes? Yep, so I got a few minutes before I gotta go. But so I don't need the headphones now. At least not for this right here. Let me get comfortable. I haven't seen any answers to the question I asked earlier. Ah, you thought I forgot because I was concentrated on the game. No. What do we do with bad faith actors? You call them out on their shit. You make sure whenever they start going bad faith, you not just call them out. You have to correct them. You have to point out when they're doing it. You have to insinuate that this is why nobody can, like, you just tell them, like, this is why people can't take you seriously. This is why people don't want to. This is why conversations with you always end poorly. This is why you haven't grown and I've grown massively. Whatever. Like, there's rhetorical strategies you can use. Whatever works best for you in any, like, the scenarios will change, but each scenario is a little different. But the overall vibe is to shame them for it and make sure that anyone who's watching, if you're dealing with a crowd around you at all, if you're doing it live on a debate panel, something like that, you have to make sure that they know that it's happening and that it is detracting from the point. You also have to point out when they do, like, bad faith arguments include straw men and post hoc justifications and well, moralizing. There's a lot of different ways to be bad faith. Going into something just to, like, try and get a gotcha on them on a specific point. For example, somebody coming in and the Jeffrey guy coming in to try and debate me and going, oh, do you have, like, any written literature by Lenin that he wouldn't support a vanguardist movement or that he denounced the vanguard? Which my wording was poor. I had a broader point there. I did choose a poor wording, but I would have to answer that. No, there's no wording there. My wording was poor. I would have to, and that right there. So you were wrong. I was right. That's bad faith. They're just coming in to try and get gotchas, trying to moralize, trying to grandstand, and it's some bullshit. Don't let them do that. Don't let them gish gallop. Who were some bad faith actors? Well, Mike from PA, he doesn't come in good faith. Mel, she does not come in good faith. Kunta J doesn't come in good faith. Destiny, quite often, I think, doesn't come in good faith. Or at least makes... No, okay, that's not true. Destiny does come in good faith. Destiny doesn't have good takes on Twitter, will make the just shittest take that is possible to make. And then we'll backtrack and try and make some more defensible claim. Which is ridiculous. Posturing is another sign of bad faith, which is something Mike does a lot. Trying to use a larger content creator's platform to grow your own, if you are a content creator, is a form of bad faith. Going on to somebody else's just because it'll get you more views on yours. Like, that's some trash shit right there. Let's be completely honest. Because you're not showing an actual interest. You're not. You know, I should probably... What you're doing is trying to grow your audience. You're trying to get more eyes, which allows you to get more money, usually. That's the general deal. I wouldn't mind getting more eyes. I'm not going to go onto another person's platform specifically to shout my stuff out. Like, go in there and pretend to have the conversation, maybe actually engage a bit, but constantly shout your stuff out. Mike from PA has done this, where he has gone onto panels and stuff, and he's like, well, if you go over to my stream, it's central_committee at twitch.tv, and then you'll see this right, and you're like, what the fuck? Constantly. He did it with Destiny, he's done it on panels. He didn't do it with Vosh, because Vosh wasn't going to give him the chance, but he does. It is absolutely something that he engages in. Jimmy Dore, also bad faith. I swear. It's hard to pin Brianna Joygrat. I think she comes in good faith on many issues, and in some cases, not so much. Oh yeah, people calling me a fed. That's another form. Like, people just calling you a fed. That's another form of bad faith. That happens all the time. Like, definitely not. I don't think Vosh is a fed either. Like, what is the evidence there? But I do have to check. Does he have... What is this? I know exactly what this is. Did he put out the video yet? Hey. No? That'll probably come out tomorrow. Or it'll be on the Vosh Pit, which I don't think I have all my notifications set to. Wait, what was that? Chomsky calmly tells. Oh god. Anyways. I have to know if he put out. Why would you debate T-Jump? Jesus. Okay. David Packman. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. But Marjorie Taylor Greene is a joke. She is an embarrassment. Okay. The Bosch Pit. There we go. Haven't watched this one yet. Have watched this one. Anyways. Yeah. Just over an hour. I need to call the cousin. Get ready to go and help with stuff. And go and help some other people's, probably. I'm sure you can tell. You see the color of my eyes. Like, see all that? That's how much sleep I don't get. I work, I do this, study. I mean, fuck. Something I should have done before. This, because I'm actively live, it's going to be here. But history. My watch later has a bunch of shit that I still haven't watched. I was watching his stream earlier. The Aftermath stuff, which I missed, I guess. Or he was in the... I don't... Yeah. This, because it was funny. Destiny versus Vosh. This just popped up. Oh, there's that. The Vanguard and the Vigeland AOC defense. Yeah, Vosh is Coconut Island. Vosh reacts. Marx was not a statist by Cut Philosophy. Learning about Marx with Jordan Peterson with Cut Philosophy and Red Plateaus. Zoe Baker. What is anarchy? Anarchism 101. How would anarchism work? Noam Chomsky, Hume's Paradox. Introduction to Hume, because, you know, listening to philosophy more than once is a good thing. Balkan YouTube comments are hilarious. Dylan Burns. Haitian stuff, which, if you don't know, the Haitian president was assassinated the other day. I mentioned it on stream. Moist Critical failing to install a bidet. I listened to that because I was at work. I was listening to these. I don't watch hardly anything. I listen to most of my stuff. Jimmy Dore is wrong on everything. This is Dylan going over the exact same debate with Sam Cedar from 2016 that we went over on stream yesterday. So, is Dylan Burns in my audience? Is he watching? Is it because I gave him a shout out? See, look, I mean, I'm subscribed. I like Dylan Burns. Dylan Burns is great. Carl Gustav Jung and the Red Book, Part 1, which I didn't watch. I apparently listened to all of this, but I don't remember it. Anarchy or Socialism by Stalin, 1907. An Anarchist Program, Malatesta. Bosch suffers endlessly. Debate. And then just stuff. I did not watch this whole fucking thing. Don't lie. Suspected killer Haitian presidents arrested. This is the last thing I watched yesterday, and it was on stream. We watched this, if you remember. I only clicked on this to watch the Mike compilations in the middle of it. I was watching this. Hunter Avalon, Mike from PA calls him out. Heated debate ensues. I clicked on this to see it. I mean, I watched like 3 seconds in. This every single time I do a stream, it fucking pops up in my watched because of this screen right here. This video. Yep. I need to watch this actually because I haven't yet, but it is on my thing. Yep. Humanist Report. Hassan. Majority Report. You know, Kyle. Book Smarts. Rational. Not David Dole going over a specific line from the Libertarian guy. I did not watch this. What? Oh, yeah. This. Yeah. See, anytime somebody calls out Mike from PA, I mean, I'm here for it. And this is how I found out about the whole thing. Dylan, thank you, Dylan. It was beautiful. I don't follow Mike from PA, and until this happened, I didn't subscribe to Hunter. But just because it's Hunter, and because he's just dominating Mike from PA with actual facts, if you actually pay attention, everything he says is right. And then a whole bunch of Fair to Midland because I listen to music too, and I really like their music. Currently on a kick for them. And then Tekken because he puts out a video like every day, and so yeah. Now this was interesting. Frank Zappavelli. Waka Jawaka Flame. Waka Jawaka Flocka Flame. I don't know what this is about. And then, yeah, see, been on a kick for them. Tekken. Charlie. Bit. Yeah. Tucker Carlson wants to, yeah, see, the Majority Report. I watch a whole bunch of different stuff. Now the important ones are, yeah, Shark. I need to go back and watch more of Shark stuff, but hey. Shark, Roland S. Martin, who pops up a lot. Like, this is just stuff that I've watched. Teleser. The majority of the stuff that pops up on my feed is Bosch, which is true. That's just the way that the recommendations work and stuff, and the way that I click on things. But 3-second clips, fucking hell. But yeah, see, like, I mean, this happens a lot too. Part of the thing is it'll put newer streamers or stuff that you've subscribed to on fairly frequently, and because I fall asleep listening to videos and it cycles through my up next or recommendeds, then it'll eventually wind up on Bosch, and at some point through the night I end up subscribing to channels that I was subscribed to. so I have to resubscribe to the channels that I was subscribed to. I've had it happen to, I haven't had it happen to Charlie yet, but I've had it happen to Hassan, I've had it happen to Bosch, I've had it happen to Shark, and I just recently subscribed to Shark. I've had it happen to Contra. I've had it happen to H Bomber Guy. I've had it happen to Roland. Like, it's ridiculous. Hakeem. I had it happen to Hakeem. And yes, I actually did subscribe to Hakeem because he was, because I saw him on Bosch. I don't agree with everything Hakeem says, but hey, you want to hear another perspective, you gotta listen to the other perspective. What? No. Yeah, but Zoe Baker, this is a fucking channel. Anyways, that is going to be it for me. I hope you all enjoyed what you saw. Sorry it's short. I know I'm very tired. You can tell I'm also high. Because I have a medical marijuana license, so I can smoke marijuana. But outside of that, yeah, I'm tired. I gotta go help people with stuff and things. So take care. Have a great night or morning wherever you're at. Depending. I've got some people who are in the UK. I've got some people who are in quote unquote